Hello again. We are here with Adverbs 3. Oh, my finger looks really bad on this. Okay, moving on. Let's take out your grammar books and look at page 156 and 157. Now, this is a part of adverbs that is very tricky, and it's a part of adverbs that you will hear lots of adults making lots of mistakes on all the time. That's what drives me crazy about social media sometimes, because I see people who write things and they do not use these words correctly. So hopefully this will be something that I can help you try to find some little tricks to remember so that you do them well and not good. We'll get to that in a moment. So look at the top of page 156. Using good and well, real and very. The words good, well, real, and very are often used incorrectly. To use these words correctly, you have to think carefully about what you are describing. Good is an adjective and describes a noun. It's only an adjective. Grandma Moses was a good artist. You would not say Grandma Moses was a well artist. You would say Grandma Moses is a good artist. Well is usually an adverb that describes a verb and answers the question how. And it is going to come after a verb. Her paintings sell well today. So we don't say her paintings sell good, because good is not an adverb. Good is an adjective. You could say her paintings are good, but you would not say they sell good, okay? Well is an adjective only when it means healthy. Even at age 100, she felt well enough to paint. So that's where you will find people that will use good when they should be using the word well. Okay? And then real is an adjective that describes a noun. Real means actual. Moses' paintings show real scenes from her life. And of course, very, we know, is always an adverb. Okay? Very means extremely. Critics were very happy with Moses' paintings. Now, if you look in practice A, I don't really think this is a great practice, but we're going to kind of talk through this one. And if you look at each example and kind of follow what I'm saying here, it'll help maybe put in your brain when you're looking at an adjective or when you're looking at an adverb. Grandma Moses is a good example of a self-taught artist. All right, good is describing example there. That shows you good is an adjective because example is a noun. Her real name was Anna Robertson Moses. Well, that's easy. Real is describing name. She was not very interested in art. Well, we always know that very is an adverb. So that one's very easy. Number 4, the same way, very is an adverb. Her large family and farm had kept her very busy until then. Her paintings show real places from her childhood. Real is describing places, so real is an adjective. Even in her 80s and 90s, she remembered these scenes well. Okay, well is telling how she remembered. So well is describing the verb remembered. That makes it an adverb. At first, her neighbors didn't think her paintings were good. Now, in this case, good is describing the paintings. So it's an adjective. It's actually a predicate adjective because it's coming after that verb were. So we've studied predicate adjectives, and plus it's the last word in the sentence after the verb were, so you know it's got to be a predicate adjective. Number 8, art critics understood that she was a real artist. Real is an adjective describing artist, which is a noun. very large museums bought and showed her paintings. All right, in this case, we know very is an adverb, but look at what very is describing. It's describing large. Remember from the other video where I told you that adverbs can sometimes describe adjectives? Well, there's an example. Very large. Because large is an adjective describing museums, right? Number 10, a painting by Grandma Moses is very valuable today. All right, very is always an adverb, and it's describing valuable, which is a predicate adjective. So there's another example of an adverb describing an adjective. Now, what I'd like for you to do is for section B, go in and circle the correct answer that's in the parentheses. You can pause the video while you do that. All right, let's see how well you did on section B. Number 1, even as a child, Georgia O'Keeffe had a real desire to become an artist. Number 2, very few American women were artists in the early 1900s. It's interesting. I just talked to Miss Boatwright the other night, and she is talking about Georgia O'Keeffe to someone. Maybe it's 5th grade. I don't know. But Georgia O'Keeffe is a very famous artist. She actually spent some time in South Carolina. But I digress. Number 3, O'Keeffe went to several good art schools. Number 4, she did well in her classes too. You wouldn't say she did good. No. Number 5, O'Keeffe developed a real love for the desert. Number 6, her early scenes of New Mexico look very mysterious. Number 7, she had painted these landscapes well. Painted is a verb. Painted well. We don't paint good. We paint well. Number 8, O'Keeffe was becoming a very successful artist. Number 9, in later years, she became very famous for her paintings of desert rocks. Number 10, her paintings of dried bones and exotic flowers are especially good. Number 11, the desert climate kept Georgia O'Keeffe feeling well. We're not feeling good. We are feeling well. And number 12, even in her 90s, she continued to paint well. We paint well. We don't paint good. So you can kind of see how sometimes people will make these mistakes because a lot of people do say good and well in the wrong ways. All right, if you will notice on your spreadsheet, your assignment for this week with these adverbs is to do page 154 and 158. And you're going to tear them out. You're going to put your name on it. And this is just like DOL. You're just correcting. And pay close attention to whether you need to use the more or the ER form or the EST form or the most form. And then on page 158, you're just going to check the goods and the wells and the veries and all that. And just write your name on both of them and put them in your folder of work. And hopefully this will give you a little bit more experience with adverbs. We will come back to this a little bit later. Hopefully we'll get a chance to when we talk some more about that and possibly do an adverb poem. I have a cute one. Maybe we'll get to it. All right. Take care. Bye.